Hello, everybody. It is I, Stippling Vaughn, and as you can see, I'm working on Dengar. I'm getting a lot of progress here. Um, this piece, I don't think I'm gonna finish it with this video. I think I'll be finishing it up tomorrow. If I don't finish it up tomorrow, I think tomorrow's gonna be the last video I do on it because I'm at the point where I just gotta spend the time doing the small stuff and just nail it and just finish it up. So this is the second to last. I really do think this is gonna be the second to last video I do on Dengar. So, but I've had a lot of fun doing it. So, and what I'm trying to do is, I noticed with the last two videos, I was had the camera too close, and as a result, when I was working, the camera was automatically focusing on my hand, and because I was focusing on my hand, uh, the image itself was blurred, and you really couldn't make out the work that I was doing, which I apologize. It's what happens when you have the camera too close. Because what I wanted was I wanted it close so you could see the dots going down, and here all you could see was my hand. So, and I also apologize. It wasn't until after I'd made the video and was in like posting it, I discovered that there were times that I had the image completely down here. So I apologize, guys. So I hope you're having a great Easter weekend. One of the first things I want to talk to you guys about is what happened to the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. Um, right off the bat, when it happened, I was just I discovered it that morning, and here what it was. I tuned into Legal Vices, and here he was covering it live, and and remember, Legal Vices is a maritime lawyer. Okay, this is his wheelhouse. There is no challenging. There is no way you can. Almost you can challenge him, but it's one of those it's like you're going to be wrong. He's like, okay, man, this is his wheelhouse. He knows the facts. He doesn't have to look up the facts to uh, to protect his side of the argument. He knows them, and uh, like I think that like the very next day after it happened, uh, I was watching the Bros, and they were talking about like maybe this is the conspiracy theory stuff. How like this is a terrorist attack, and there was like everybody's coming out of the woodwork, and all of a sudden these people that like especially these some of these journalists like Laura Logan, all of a sudden she's an authority of what's happening when it's like no, she doesn't know jack shit. She's not, and she's like she goes I know reliable. I know for a fact from this source and this source. Bitch, you don't know jack shit. Okay, Jeff knows this stuff. Okay, he is he knows this stuff inside and out, and he was providing absolutely the absolute best coverage, providing you with the facts as to what maritime law is and how things happen with these ships. That this was not a terrorist attack. Okay, so if you want expert analysis, I advise all of you go over to Jeff's channel for his Monday shows, Monday Maritime Show, where he goes over this in almost real time as it's happening. And he went as far as actually he's like when they first started showing the news report first by the by the fire and rescue and by the police providing facts, and then he would pause the the news conference and explain stuff, and then later in that day when they had the mayor, and then later on when they even had the governor, how like he was like stopping the video, explaining stuff, how it's like this is this. I mean, he was providing expert analysis, explaining what happens, and he was on. Let's see, he was on his show on Monday. 2 or 3 days later, on Good Logic show or on his evening show, which was Jeff's lunchtime over in Korea. Jeff went on to Good Logic show when his show, it was the 26th of March. If you go into the videos, I discovered this today. If you go into the video and you open up to see all the information about the video, like I'll tag a campaign and I'll have it available for you to view, or a channel in the description. It lists the video date. Okay, and so you can see we're in Good Logic show on the 26th. He again had Jeff on. Jeff came on his show during his lunch break and explained everything, and basically completely and utterly debunked all of the lies that Laura Logan was spewing when she was had her chance to shine. Like, look how much I know, guys. I'm lying out of my ass, and I don't know jack shit about this. So it was, like I said, it was great listening, knowing right off the bat I had an actual source who knows what he's talking about. So please, everybody, go over to his channel. I know on Monday he'll be providing you more information. And right off the bat, before anybody else was talking about, he was talking about the black, like the boat's version of a black box that you have in an airplane. And he was explaining that, how that'll have all this information, and how like the insurance company is one of the biggest insurance companies in the world, and how these ships have insurance policies in the millions and billions of dollars to cover the ship, and how you'll be having them going on, and you'll have like different organizations all doing their own investigations. But one of the important ones is this them for them to see what the error was to cause it. So when you see these tweets on Twitter or these videos, double check the sources. Like I said, I would advise every single person watch my video, please, after you're done watching, go check out Jeff's video so you can find out what the facts actually are involving this topic. Especially when he goes into like how there was no way in hell this ship could stop in time, even after they got the power up for just a moment. How just it's not like starting your car and you can go. How like these ships takes like 15, 20 minutes after the engines fire before they have control to start doing stuff on the ship. Same thing as this is what really was like. Jeff made a remark. I think it was Friday on the Laid Back News. He was talking about the anchor, how one of the anchors was able to be deployed, and this brought up something. He was explaining how like the anchor, how it drops. It's not like putting on your brakes on the car. How these ships, you drop the anchor, you got to wait for the anchor to grab hold of something to eventually get the ship to stop. And it reminded me of my knowledge of the Chesapeake Bay. My knowledge of the Chesapeake Bay comes from my love of lighthouses, specifically in the Chesapeake Bay area. Okay, I'm going to show you an image, guys. Okay, this is an image of a screw pile lighthouse, the Holland Island Bar Lighthouse in Maryland. Okay, you can see essentially it's an octagon house and it's on stilts. Okay, these stilts, okay, it's called a screw pile lighthouse. The reason why they're built this way is the base of the Chesapeake Bay is literally nothing but sand and silt. There's nothing to build it into. They have to take these piles. It's like almost like they build it off site, like like in like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or wherever. They're built, and then there's almost like an erector set, and then they take them out. And these pylons, have to be literally screwed like a screw into the silt as far as they can go, and then connect another piece and another connector piece so they're here. Okay, there's very few of these lighthouses left because what would happen, because all they're doing is screwed into the silt. They really don't have a firm base. Because they don't have a firm base, in the wintertime, when you have these ice flows forming in the bay from like coming out that flow down from all the rivers, like the Susquehanna River, all these ice flows, that flow down the river into the bay, and they connect with other ice flows, and they basically form these huge icebergs. Okay, when they would come in impact with these screw pile lighthouses, what would happen lots of times? These screw pile lighthouses will completely get ripped off of their stilts. And then many times what would happen is the house would either get pulled under the iceberg and kill everyone, or they let them they'd be lodged onto these onto these ice flows, and only thing you could do, the crew of the lighthouse keeper and his assistants, all they could do is just basically just sit there and hang on, and hopefully like someone will see them and rescue them. So because they're like I said, these lighthouses are indicative of Maryland, of specifically the Chesapeake Bay, because just the bottom of the Chesapeake Bay is all sand and silt. So when these big ships drop an anchor, they're not dropping an anchor and it stops right there and then. It first has to drop, be dragged along until it finally catches enough silt to pull it in place, or it catches something down there, and then finally the ship will stop. Jeff is very knowledgeable of this. And it's when he's speaking. Okay, there's a difference between speaking with authority and being an expert, and speaking and blowing shit through your ass and hoping, but you sound confident, so everybody believes what you're saying. He backs up every single thing he says with facts from experience. So I encourage everybody to please don't take my word for it. Check out Jeff's channel. I know he's going to be doing more videos about this as time goes on. But like, check out his Monday video. Check out when he was on with Good Logic. But he is the expert. Right now, we all need to be listening to what he's saying. And if we're going to get in an argument with somebody, use him as your source. Okay, because if you are basing your argument on facts like he does, okay, you're going to discover that in the end, his information is provided you backs up the information. Okay, so it's like he was, and I was still, and like he was learning with us on Monday, and he was using the information he was learning with his knowledge to provide you with accurate information. So, but yeah, I please everybody, uh, please check out Legal Vices. He is one of my favorite law tubers. He provides a great content, but not just great content with the cases he covers. It's how he does it. He covers it with such conviction. He does it like a storyteller. When he explains something, he'll repeat it, but he does it in such a dynamic, gripping way that you're like, wow, okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying about this case and why the judge is right, or why the judge is wrong, why the prosecution is right or the prosecution, the whole thing. He presents the information, and he really is able to provide you with a good foundation for what's happening. And he lots of times he doesn't he tries to provide all the information in an open mind. So it's one of those where it's like he wants to provide you with the facts, and then from there you can then form your use as the basis for your opinion, which is so important these days. You need to be listening to. So when CNN and NBC and Fox, when they got their talking heads on the TV giving you their opinion, no, don't believe them. They're blowing smoke up your ass because they need content to keep you from turning the channel. Jeff knows what the facts are, and he knows what's really going on. Okay, I wanted to talk about Camelot also with his with his experience at Five Flags. I would all I can say with that is check out his channel, his episode on Monday. Uh, he was he was a happy little boy. I was happy. I enjoyed listening to him. What really is nice is that other drivers were commenting on his stream, also congratulating him on his success with getting his first top 10. As he brought up his Wikipedia page, he goes, right there, guys, top 10. And he's like, nobody can take that away from him. Nobody can take that away from him. He got it. He got his first top 10. That is extraordinary. I'm so happy for him. Another thing I really like about Cody is how he explains stuff. He doesn't explain stuff in racing terms. He explains stuff in like straight straight terms for you and I to understand. So I again keep following him on his channel too. I hope you guys will. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday, I will probably be doing my treat to you is I'll be doing a longer video. I will be doing a video. I'll be doing the Ghost of Matacumba Key, giving you a review of that. I don't know. I either might be doing either Bronze Store or Florida Man 2 by Mike Barron. So check that out. Make sure you're letting everybody know that I'll be doing those reviews on tomorrow's episode. And make sure you back Ghost of Matacumba Key. Remember, or not the Ghost of Matacumba, Monster Island. Remember, Graham hit his 100K stretch goal, so he's including a 8-page short story called Kirby's Cigar, which I'm looking forward to read. So, but guys, you guys have a great day. I know I'm going to be having a great day. And remember, life is stressful. Just take it all one dot at a time. Oh, one last thing before I go. Remember, this piece and this piece will be available in May on Shay's art auction. Remember, it's in May this year, not April, because Shay will be in Germany for the month of April. Okay? Which is in a few days. So, you guys have a great day. And remember, life is stressful. Take it all one dot at a time.